Ah, hello. Hello, people. Hold on. Let me let me announce that the stream is actually happening. Less sneaky that way, but eh, some people are still sleeping, so it counts as a sneaky stream. So, I have a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things. What's up? Yes, what is up, everyone? Um, if you're asking what's up with me, I'm doing great. Um, I'm doing really good. Like, things are coming into place after I got that video out of my system. I feel like I am doing wonderfully. That video was seriously something that was holding me up. Not, okay, not that video specifically. It was just making a video to actually post it was holding me up because I have like 6 videos that I scrapped. That's why it took like so long for that one simple like 4-minute video to come out, was because I had like 6 others that I just threw out. Or didn't throw out. I just didn't, you know, it's one of those things again. But I finally got one out. Whoops, sorry. I have my notifications on. I finally got it out, which means, uh, if I can definitely do a lot more of those videos. Like just the idea of just giving updates, there's no finished drawing in the video. I just talk about the world and that part that I'm working on. It doesn't have to be done. Uh, hmm. Why don't Varus build ladders and structures on the pillars to climb them? Well, they do. They do build structures on the pillars, like outposts and stuff like that. It's just very hard to build things. And also, because of their religion, they have a belief that they can't, like, drill into the pillars too deep. So anything that has to have, like, strong foundations would be frowned upon. So they just don't really drill into the pillars, which means you'd have to build it from the ground up. Um, so there's sort of a limitation. Are the Pillarmen a JoJo reference? Perhaps. Maybe. I'm sorry. I still have my notifications on. I'm sorry. I also still have my notifications on. Hold on. Okay. Oh, welcome back. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. Please do more, but do pace yourself. No sense in getting burnt out. By chance, are we going to see creatures or vehicle designs? Yes. Yes, you are going to see creatures and vehicle designs. It is just that I just haven't really gotten to it. Last stream, we did design a creature, the steamed ham, the steamed pig, which I haven't continued yet, but I feel like that creature has some potentials. We'll definitely add more creatures, like a lot more creatures in, so it's more of a, you know. But yeah, anyway. Um, what was I gonna say? So, thing that I still need to do. These are things that I've written down on a sticky note, so I have to do these today, which is make an Inktober page, because yes, the Monster Garden is gonna have its own Inktober 31 list of words you can play along with if you'd like. I'm probably gonna make like an announcement video for it, like just announce it and tell people to like hop into the server if they do, and then just make another channel in the server for people to post their Inktober entries, because what I'm planning to do is I'm going to resurrect what I did like 2 years ago, which is I actually finished Inktober. I haven't done it for 2 years, but 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 1 year ago, I actually like did all of Inktober. I did it from day 1 to day 31, and I streamed every day. Um, so I'm gonna do that again. I think next month I'll stream every day and do uh, uh do a an Inktober drawing, right? Like Inktober this year, but with Iron Vessel stuff. Good way to force oneself to churn out art. Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, I wasn't really thinking about making it about the world specifically. Like, I just asked the people on Patreon for some suggestions for words and took them from there. Um, so that doesn't. Maybe some of the entries I will draw things that are associated with the Monster Garden, but sometimes maybe I'll just draw something that isn't necessarily associated with the world and just something that fits with the word of the day. Richard, I will not answer what's at the top of the pillars, or if there is a top of the pillars, or whatever, because that's the whole point, is to have fun with theorizing. Um, I think I might do Inktober too. Well, yeah, sure. Then, I mean, hop into the server, and then I'll just, you know, uh, make a chat, and you can post it. Some sort of magnetism or magic might be used to help pillar builders stick without foundations. Good point. Your videos and channel have inspired me. World building going to be running horror themed D&D games soon, so that's inspiring me. Oh, that's wonderful. I appreciate that. Glad you're inspired. What kind of soil you put in the monster garden, and how do you mix your mulch? Okay, like I look, I used to focus way too much on specific questions like that, where like I think way too much about the soil makeup of different regions and what kind of plants they would be able to grow. To a certain extent, it's too much, you know? There's a limit to how deep you should go. Um, the soil uh, has to be high nitrate at the very least. Great. Yeah. Throw out the terms that you think would fit with what needs to be in the soil, because I have no idea. I don't know. Uh, uh, Whatever horticultural. I don't know if that's even the right word. Horticultural. Whatever ground stuff. But yeah. Anyway, another thing is, I did say in the last video that I am going to like post all the music that I've gotten made from other people, which means I'll delete the other videos that are just the music and post them again, but I still need to look if um because I was gonna post them without the Creative Commons license, you know? But I still need to look into it because YouTube lets you change the license of the video to be Creative Commons. And I don't know if that is what I think it is. Like, is Creative Commons the thing where anybody can just use it? Because that's what I want. Like, you could just take the music and use it. Is that Creative Commons? Because then I'll just change it over to that and then post all the music as that. I think so. Yeah. But like I read into it and it said something about like, oh, you still get the copyright rights, but people can use it, but under the right terms. And I'm like, well, what are the terms? Or like, do I state the terms myself? Like, or what? You know, like I'm a little confused by it still. But if when I figure it out, I'll post all the music as Creative Commons or royalty free or whatever thing is free for nonprofit. Ah, perfect. Yes. But consent can be withheld. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, then that's basically what I'm looking for. So I'll be posting stuff like that so people can finally use the music for whatever they'd like. Um ooh, talking about music, I am excited. This is tying into the stream today, by the way, because today we are drawing some scenes of the pillars. Just some very scenes that help show the scale of the pillars. I'll try to uh get that energy across somehow because there's this video that I send to my music people, that I've sent to music people, and anytime I talk about the music in the world and about the pillars, the idea for the music that I want to have for the pillars is this specific instrument, right? It's a Thai instrument called binai, and I send a video of someone playing it, like a Thai person playing it, and they play it so fucking well. And like the first 8 or so seconds of the video is like that perfect feel. The rest of the video, I think is really good, but that first 8 seconds, the notes he hits is like, wow. So I send it to all my music people because I'm like, oh, if like this is such a cool instrument, I wish I could find someone to do this. You should link it. Yeah, hold on. I'll link it. Give me a sec. I gotta actually find it. Okay, here it is. Well, then I gotta hop into my own stream. There you go. That's the one I'm talking about. I send that video. Okay, I lost my thought. That is sick. Yeah, it sounds so good. Okay, it's a Thai instrument and it's very often used in Thai performances and Muay Thai. So it has like that feel that I'm looking for. It gives me that idea, that sense of like imposing, grand, but also foreign and strange, like otherworldly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That is what I'm looking for. So like when I talk to all my music people, and when I send them this, they're like, "Oh yeah, this is tough." You know, like obviously that's such a niche instrument that doesn't exist on like a digital music making software or anything. So that's like, you know, it's not really possible for them to like imitate it or anything. Um so recently I decided, you know what? Fuck it. And I contacted the guy who made the music, like the guy who is has that YouTube channel. Like just that guy in the video. I contacted him and I he answered and we started talking and we're gonna, you know, he's gonna make a song for the Monster Garden. The actual fucking guy who the guy who I sent the video of to everyone to tell them this is what I want. I just told him, which is amazing. I did not expect him to just be like, yeah, sure, you know. I talked to him obviously very nervously, but I did tell him, hey, I'm gonna before we start or anything, or I give you like more detailed descriptions on exactly what I want and how I want it to feel and stuff like that, I'll send you some images of the pillars to take inspiration from, because to like get the mood, the imposing feeling. So that means I have to draw some scenes of the pillars. Can't you just fake it with saxophone? No. I, it's important for me to get that feel just right. Okay? I've had a musician or music I've had a music person that I worked with. I don't know why I say music person. I could just say musician. I had a music person that I worked with try to imitate it by using like different things and like try to copy the feel of it. It just doesn't feel right. For me, it doesn't. You know? But yeah, so that's why we're drawing pillars today. Is because we're gonna get to make some music. Oh, I still need to open the chat. What the fuck just happened? Did I just get lung cancer? What? My goodness. Hold on. Okay. Hello, hello. Ah, there you go. And I'm fixed now. You can now put people in timeout for different lengths, ranging from 10 seconds to. I just got a notification on my phone when I hopped into my own stream. It said, now I can time out people ranging from 10 seconds to 24 hours. I feel like they heard me when I when I timed out Richard. And I didn't know for how long. I timed him out for. YouTube's like, ah, shit. We gotta actually give it so you can choose how long to time people out. Okay, fair enough. Okay, now. Let's get to the pillars. So, oh, right. This is gonna be a bit clunky. Uh, I, I have a new tablet, new drawing tablet. I'll probably make a video, like a short little video to commemorate my old tablet that has passed away. Um, it's it's gone. It's done. My old tablet that has been by my side for like 5 years, maybe like 5 years. Um, it has the thing is like a specific part of the tablet. There's like a line that goes across the tablet. It's not visible on the tablet, obviously, but as soon as I like pass my pen over that line, it skips it skips across that part of the tablet, so it just doesn't register it. I looked everywhere to try and see if the issue is with some software or whatever, but I couldn't find anything. So for now, it is presumed that the tablet is dead. It is done. If I sometimes maybe I'll find some fix in the future and it'll magically come back to life, but for now, it is done. Um, so I replaced it with the exact same tablet again. I just I had a backup copy of the same tablet, and I was like, oh shit, that one's done. I guess I'll open up my exact same copy of the tablet and use the next one. Because you know what? It's my first, like, that thing is my first tablet that I ever used. No, listen, it's the cheapest little piece of shit. Like, it's not okay. I call it little piece of shit. It is such a good tablet for the price. Like, are you not gonna buy the same tablet if you haven't had issues with the tablet in all of 5 years? It has worked perfectly fine. You've never wanted anything else out of a tablet. Why the fuck wouldn't I buy the same exact tablet? Like, so I just bought the same one again. Sadly, it seems like in the 5 years that I didn't have the tablet. I bought the backup, by the way. I didn't buy the backup right away after getting the first tablet. I bought the backup um like half a year ago now. Um, so by that time, sadly, I don't think that original tablet exists anymore. So the version that I have now is the same tablet, but just it has some new stuff, which is like the pen is different. The pen doesn't use a triple A battery anymore. Wait, was it a triple or double A battery? The thinner one. But this one doesn't use any battery. It doesn't even use a charger. I have no idea how this pen works, by the way. Like, this is just going. Maybe it's like residual electricity from the tablet magically powers the pen or something. I don't fucking know. But yeah, the tablet is a little different, but it's the exact same one. If you're wondering what the tablet is, and by the way, I'm not sponsored by them, I just really like the tablets, is UG, or UG, or UG. I don't, it's UG UG. And I'm using the, right now, what I'm using is the, it's the UG M, 708. M708. The UG. I don't know what the fuck that, like, I've never heard anybody else use an UG, you know? I only hear people use Wacoms or Intuos um or wait, no, is Intuos also Wacom? I'm stupid. I don't know any other tablets. Don't use batteries or anything. My last tablet I have now are not have any power source for the pen itself. That's so weird. Like, why does it work then? I don't understand it. It's technology. Intuos is Wacom. I'm a fucking idiot. But yeah, like, it's Huion. Yeah, that's other tablet brands. I don't know. Just this UGG thing. It's like a really reasonable size. Like, it's like the drawing surface is really nice, like a really nice size. It has like 8 buttons for me to change things. So like I have in and out, and then I have grab tool. I have the eyedropper, and then change back to brush and eraser, and Control Z, obviously. Like that's really nice. Ooga. I did Google something. Open tablet driver might fix your issue with the broken one. we we can revive him. We can revive him. Let me. I'll try to see after stream maybe. Ryan Retchford. Thank you for the €2. Love your work. I'll. Wait, no, that's not euros. Sorry, that's pounds. I think. Love your work. I've rewatched all your live streams. Thank you. Jesus. That is. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Um, Idea of fitting in rustic prosthetics, like prosthetics. I don't think prosthetics would be too complex. Like there's a limitation with how small you can make ifs. Ifs is the magic programming you can write on scrolls and like metal and stuff like that. There's a limit to how small somebody can write. So like that forces mechanical things to be a certain size, like they can't get too small. But you could probably make like a very quite rudimentary um magical prosthetic, definitely. What is your favorite source from when you were learning to draw? No idea. It's like maybe like random YouTube videos. Uh, but like I didn't really learn. Like there was never like a time where I like sat down and I was like, okay, this month I'm learning anatomy, you know, and then just the whole month I spent learning anatomy or something like that. Never happened. Like I just drew what I liked most of the time, and the reason I drew is because I had fun drawing, and I just like expressing different ideas through drawings. And then occasionally I'd look up some references on anatomy and stuff like that, and I just drew so much, I guess. Like drawing a lot is probably the main thing. I have like 20-ish sketchbooks that I filled up, some that I filled up in a month or a month and a half, like tons and tons of pages just for fun. So I guess that's probably something that can fucking Christ. Mike Adamas. Jesus Christ. 100 euros. I just take my money. Rust and trenches, brother. Rust and trenches, brother. Oh shit, we can say it like rock and stone. I haven't even thought of that yet. Perfect. That is our cheering now. That is how we cheer. Rust and trenches, brothers. Rust and trenches. Holy balls indeed. Oh my god. You know what you just funded? You know what you just funded? Um, Adamas, you just funded me to buy another copy of the same exact tablet I have for a backup. Thank you very much. Actually, it wouldn't even be close to that much. Hold on. Let me search up how much the tablet actually costs. Because, like, I want to... How many tablets can I buy with 100 euros? Hold on. Euros to Thai baht. 100 euros. And then the OOG M708. Tablet for beginners? Excuse me? I'm not. I'm no beginner. How dare you? How much does it cost? OOG. Ah, there it is. It's the same one. Yeah, I can buy. One tablet costs like, or the tablet I bought costs like 2,700 baht from Lazada. This is the exact same one I bought, and that's 200 and well, 2,700 baht. How many euros is that? Yeah, that's 69 euros. So let's say like 70, 75 probably with shipping. Like 75 euros for the tablet I bought. Oops, I just accidentally turned on my video editing software. Okay. There you go. But yeah, very much appreciated. Jesus Christ. Rust and trenches, brother. Okay, my god, we have to start drawing. Um, hold on. Still getting used to the new buttons because I changed one of the buttons around just because I thought it might be more useful that way. So muscle memory is messing me up a little bit just because I changed it. But yeah, let's see about some shots that could show how imposing the pillars are. The first shot that obviously came to mind for the pillars was one that would show like an up view of a pillar with like buildings and stuff like that on the foot of it. You know, so you can just see it like reaching into the sky and disappearing, fading off into the distance, and like some clouds around it. It seemed like quite an obvious visual image for me. Nope, should record this. Like that. And then maybe like two buildings on either side of the screen. So you can still tell like we're watching from... I don't know if the perspective is right on this, by the way. We're not focusing on perspective for now, just getting an idea of composition. Okay, so this is like how I was picturing one of the, and then like really tiny buildings, so you can get a sense of like how big the structure is and stuff like that, and maybe like a winding staircase that goes up. Um, it could be cool having a shot of lower streets of the city a little bit away from the pillar, looking up in between the that's actually what I'm doing right now. But yeah, something like this, some like smokestacks coming up. Smoke. There you go. Then I was thinking another shot that could be interesting was like one of those like classic uh people climbing tall things shot of like a close up where the hand of the person is like the closest to the screen, and then it shows like their arm like this, and then this sort of an up perspective shot maybe of the pillarman like climbing, and we can show like the texture of the pillar. And then um it would be like that. And then you could see like tiny little buildings down below, probably going into the distance, and some clouds covering them. How do they stick to the pillars? They climb them. I was thinking stone. They would definitely be stone pillars, like the texture is stone. Are there footholds? Like, okay, look, the thing is, it seems quite unfeasible, but like the idea of them being genetically modified, plus, like, okay, just normal climbers. Have you seen normal climbers? I'm quite into like, okay, if you know what I like, you start noticing that a lot of the things in the world are influenced by just what I like. I like climbing a lot. Sadly, there are no climbing gyms around where I am, so I can't like go to a climbing gym and like just play around or stuff. I'd love to. But yeah, like the not the free solo guy, yes, but like the guy I mostly follow is Magnus, or on YouTube. He's like a guy who's like a channel all about climbing, and he like I got exposed to his channel, and that's how I like got obsessed with it. Yeah, like urban climbing or fucking rock climbing or indoor climbing, like all of them interest me. They all interest me for different reasons. Obviously, outdoor climbing on rocks and cliffs and stuff like that is like just looks very naturey and fun. Indoor climbing is more technical. Yeah, Magnus, exactly, exactly. There you go. Some people know. Um so yeah, like I'm really interested in that sort of stuff, and I'll try to take a lot of inspiration from it when drawing the people climbing the pillars. Because well, yeah, that would be a good place to draw inspiration from actual people climbing. But what I was gonna say was like, if you know what those people can do with like how impossible the things they climbed look, and then them being whoops, and them being able to do it anyway, if you modify a human being, they'll probably be able to climb fucking anything. Like the holds don't have to be like, oh, here's a hold for you to grab on. Like it can be a tiny ass fucking crack or like an a groove the size of a coin, and they can just shove their fingers in and just hold on for some reason. It doesn't make sense like how strong these people are. Do they carry little bags of chalk? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That'll be like the thing is I was thinking like since the start of the Pillarman, I was thinking that chalk and stuff like that is quite a holy thing. Like the same way with other religions, holy water or stuff like that would be a thing. With this religion, it would be chalk. Like the chalk that falls from the pillars when the people are climbing them is collected and is seen as this sort of holy stuff. I'm still trying to think of where they get the actual chalk from, if it's like some sort of sacred site that they get their climbing chalk from. But yeah, I have some references of climbers, I think. I'm not sure where I put it though. Oh, yeah, I can't. Can I open that one? I don't think I can open that one. Hold on, I'm gonna change screens. The reason I have to be careful is because one of the references I used is for the Pillarman obviously is like uh limb transplants, like people with limb transplants and like pictures of the procedures and stuff like that, so I wouldn't want that to be on stream. That's why the video was cropped weirdly, because half of my screen was filled with operation table photos. Ah, here you go, found it. There you go. Obviously, I got pictures of this guy. I forgot his name. I actually forgot the guy's name. The best, like one of the best climbers in the world, and I forgot his name. Alex. I think it's Alex Honnold or something. Oh God, I feel bad. Why? I should remember him. Obviously, Adam Andre. Yeah, Alex Honnold. What the fuck? Adam Andre. Yeah, sorry, sorry. God, that is embarrassing. I say I'm into climbing and I don't remember the name of Adam Andre. Peter Parker? Yes, it's Peter Parker. But here, this image, like that image of like the arm going out like that would be such a cool shot to get here. Like with that perspective, if I can try to get it right, and then it shows the ground underneath. Because if you notice, climbers are buff as shit. They are built like Jesus Christ. That's an anatomy study right there. Like, look. Um, but yeah, the forearm muscles and stuff like that, I'll try to put a lot of emphasis on because that's like the main muscle that's used for. Okay, this, that, look at that. It's just like, oh yeah, there's a tiny hair crack in the rock. Let me just hold my old, like my whole body weight off of that fucking thing. It doesn't make sense. Like that's why I was like, yeah, this pillar climbing thing is totally possible if this is what just people can do. Well, not just people. I say it like Adam Andre's just people. But yeah, that's such good anatomy reference. But yeah, that's what I was thinking of trying to capture with one of these drawings as well. Whoops. Oh, shit. Nope. Oh, boy. I fucked up. Sorry. Oh, let me push that image far away. Climbers genuinely terrify me. I mean, I wouldn't see how they would be terrifying, but what they're... God damn it, I keep pressing backwards. Did I mix up the buttons when I... That's the back button. Maybe I mixed up the buttons when I changed them. So now it's like my muscle memory's messing with me. Okay, this is the eraser, right? Okay, good. But yeah, something to show like the prowess of the climbers by having him like pinch the tiniest asshole would be great, and then showing off all the like all the forearm muscle, the modified forearm muscle, like so all the weird anatomy going on there. I guess the perspective should be like a lot more extreme in that case. Something like that. What other shot would help show the grandness of the pillars? Would you like to do a video with someone else on YouTube one day? Well, yeah, of course. I'm very much up to doing collabs with people uh and stuff like that. But the problem is just I'm very bad at talking and interacting with communities. So I don't really know how to, you know, actually like approach someone and be like, "Hey, you want to do something together? Want to draw something together or something?" And the Solar Duck, thank you very much for the $5. I wanted to say I think it's cool how all guns are muskets, revolvers, and I think the Alof's shotgun can fit well into the world, too. Also, can't wait for the book. Thank you. Alof's shotgun. Let me check that. Oh, this thing. Oh, that would be neat, wouldn't it? If only like shells were a thing in the world already, then this would be perfect. Maybe this would be a good excuse to have shells. I will consider it. But yeah, what other shot? What other shot? I mean, those two shots seem like the best. Someone go bother the Drawfee guys for a collab. Oh, I like Drawfee a lot. I watch them a lot. I like Drawfee. It's like that sort of very chill, just having fun with drawing kind of attitude, and I like that a lot. Simon, pillar wall take up a whole side of the page, pillar man hanging onto it, and his silhouette in the sunset. Ooh, like very could that, and then sunset. Yeah, Drawfee comfort food but videos. Yep, that is a very good description. Comfort food but videos. Like when I draw or sometimes just like chill or when I draw, like I listen to the videos cuz they're a little longer, you know. And just enjoy listening to it. Feels like I have friends. That sounds really sad. I do have friends, listen. I do. I do have friends. But also like subjectively, really good art YouTube channel. They just subjectively they're working on like a Pokemon game, you know, with their own the Maza region stuff like that. I'm so happy. Well, I'm sad but also happy that it's done. Like he actually finished the all of the um creatures for it. I was on that thing. That whole thing. I was on it since 3 years ago when he started it. Just watching all of the designs because I was amazed by them. They're incredible designs. I really love his work. Um, and you know when the last video came out and he like adjusted all the concepts, and then he said like, I'm so glad this project or like something 3 years now. Like we've been working on this for 3 years. I was like, the fuck? I've been what? 3 years? Like what do you mean? I've been at it. I've been watching it from the start, but I didn't even realize it was 3 years. 3 years, you know? But then I looked back and I was like, yeah, that first video was 3 years ago. It felt like a year or so, but not 3 years. Well, yeah. Oh, I missed two. Sorry. I wanted to finish my thought before reading them. Okay. Twilight Hunter 6. Thank you for the $5. Have you heard of the Bazantar? Super cool instrument and looks like it came from one of your illustrations and has a crazy sound. Sorry to distract. No worries, no worries. Yeah, I'll make sure to check that out. And also, um, I'll butcher the name. I'm sorry. Syriaco Johnson. Thank you for the $10. Just thinking of a picture showing a pillarman, his hands in prayer or something, showing his super calloused hands and a bag of chalk hanging at his hip. In prayer. It'd be good for them to like pray occasionally on the pillars as well. Like there are outposts where they rest and such. That would be good. I'll see what I can do with that. But yeah, let me check out Bazantar as well. Oh, what? Huh? It's just confusing. It's what? What are all those extra things for? There's like 100 little adjusting pins, but I can't tell what the fuck they adjust. I did? Oh, good, good. Glad I got it right. Looks like a lot of yeah. It's like the resonating like that is a lot of resonating strings though. Hold on, let me find a video of it and try to listen to how that thing sounds. Um, Bazantar. Okay, let's listen to this together. I have the desktop audio on. Okay, let's listen to this. My God. Oh my goodness. Yo. Okay, that's enough. That that sound, that sound, the humming. I can't. My goodness, that is quite far from what I expected. Honestly, those extra strings definitely do something. I've been looking for that sound for literal years. Well, now you know. It's called a Bazantar. Apparently, my goodness, that thing sounds amazing. Can you show us how it looks? Yeah, sure. Let me get an image. The problem is all because it looks like such a mess. It's hard to get like a good idea of what the hell it is. It looks just like here. There. It doesn't look like that much. But then you notice there's all of these pins and then you look even deeper and it's like there's like fucking all of those strings underneath that are all resonating strings. Oh my god. Okay. Um Booze and Blues. Thank you for the 10 What's that one again? Pounds? 10 pounds, thank you. Do the climbers free climb, or do they use any sort of magic or non-magical apparatus? I'm thinking they will use like climbing equipment. They'll definitely use climbing equipment and stuff like that. Love listening to your stream while I draw. Currently drawing a snail mage. Oh, nice. Gonna post it on the Discord when I finished. Oh, that's awesome. Be sure to uh Fusi, I hope I said that right. Be sure to post that on or at me on the server when you're done so I can see it. But yeah, this thing is awesome. I'll see what I can, like, okay. I have a strong idea for what I want the pillar music to sound like. That's why I want to use Thai instruments and stuff. So sadly, I don't think I'll be able to incorporate this into the pillar theme, but I gotta use that instrument somewhere. It has to be a part of the world somewhere. I'm not sure where though. Because okay, the issue with the pillar theme is because the check in the about section on YouTube. Jonas. Who the fuck says Jonas? Jonas, check in the about section on YouTube. The link is right there. But yeah, the issue with the pillar theme is like the Thai instrument that I want to use for it, the binai, is such a distinct sound that like it can't really play along other melodies. So like it sort of drowns everything else out, you know? It doesn't work with anything else. So like the only instruments that are played with that instrument are qing and gong. Wait, qing. The little cups, they're little metal cups. Uh like this on a string. There. And you hold them in your hand, like you hold them in your palm between your fingers and like clap them together. Percussive instruments. There you go. So just like any sort of percussive instruments is basically all that can work with the binai, because it's such a it takes over the melody so much that you can't really do anything else with it. The harmonica guns and the Solar Duck. Thank you for the $5, by the way. The harmonica guns and markets and musket repeaters can also fit. No modern bullet shells. Take my money. I don't need it. Good night. I have school. Okay, take care. Thank you very much. I mean, we use repeating muskets. We're not just using muskets. I'll have to illustrate the guns more, but we're like using all the wacky ones with like the cycling barrels and like multiple ignition cups, like those little cups on the side where the flint strikes and stuff. Like we're using all of them. What's the instrument called? It's called a bazantar. Wait, you mean the Thai one or the one we just listened to? Yeah, because this is the sound I want for the pillars. Like that. You know, so it's a little different or weird, but that's the whole point. You know, it's like very foreign. Simon, I hope you know any unique weapons you make for this world will eventually be made into real objects by people. I fucking hope so. Wait, no, actually, no, don't. I mean, and if props, yes. If actual guns, no. Don't. I don't think you mean actual guns, though. I hope you mean props. But yeah, someone in the fan art section on the Discord made the little carved fox out of wood. I'm definitely gonna have to make like a fan art video soon. And then be sure to put that one in and some other incredible stuff. Like all of the fan art is fucking amazing. But they made the wooden fox. They made the little wooden fox, and it's amazing. I hope it's not too far up. So like if you're in the server, just like scroll up really far, or scroll up on the fan art, and you'll probably find it. It's amazing. Wait, Artsy Panda. The Artsy Panda. The profile you're using. That's that's I recognize that. That is a freaky a panda like Kung Fu Panda statue I saw a picture of on Facebook. I actually saved that picture. I have that same picture on my computer. And I actually did something to it. Hold on. Here, I'll show it on stream. That is such a coincidence. Hold on, hold on. Here, it's this picture. Isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's the same one. Look at Artsy Panda's. I mean, if you'd like an updated version of it, I have a modified version of that image. Hold on, let me find it. Ah, here it is. If you'd like my version of it, you can have it. Here you go. Uh, do you want me to send it to you or something? I mean, I'm offering. By the way, I didn't do this with like Photoshop or anything. I just used Krita. I made this face smaller and then tried to copy the stone texture around it. But yeah, if you want the picture, just hit me up on Discord. I'll send it your way or whatever. Yeah, that's wonderful. I remember I had that picture. What a coincidence. Okay, anyway, we are so far off of what we're supposed to do, or what I'm supposed to do. I'm sorry for the people who want me to actually draw. This is definitely very annoying. Okay, what if we have like a sort of more top-down angle? Oh my god. Milo Corpy, thank you for the $2. You could try using it's kind of a what? Taggle harpa? Gotta search that up. Taggle harpa. Oh, this thing. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know this thing. Okay. What if I do a shot like this? Well, maybe having them be like really small on the pillars might be good for scale. This is terrible art. And then, well, what angle does the drawing? I'd say this angle maybe. And then you see like the people below. the clouds going off into the distance. Maybe another pillar in the distance. It seems like quite a weird angle. Yeah. Also, let me search up some climbing equipment. Because I want to make sure I get this right. Don't want to just wing it. This, I guess, like cams and stuff like that would exist in the world. But like, I'm trying to get the rig, a visual of the rig. What even? I mean, if this is how it's gonna look, I mean, that can work. Just an absolute mess of cams and uh, how? Okay, well there is this, which is like the harness that goes around your legs, right? And then around your torso or your hips, or torso, I don't midsection, and then like all the rope that goes around you. Um, This. Okay. And then I have to go fish out the inspiration for the pillars again. Wherever that is. I'll try to find that. Did I keep that? No, not the city. I'll just search pillar. This? Yeah, this. There you go. Yep. So, let's get to drawing. Okay, first shot. Let me play around with this shot a little more, because we might want to zoom it out a little bit or zoom it in, depending on how it looks. This definitely shows the size more, but like, what if we pull it out just a little bit, so the pillar's a little further away? Well, we can make it upwards a little more. Corpses could be hanging. Yep. I was thinking about that. Like Mount Everest, that there would be corpses as landmarks, but instead of, them being like frozen over, they're just sort of hanging and decaying. Do you know what's at the top of the pillars? Yes. Yes, I do. How wide are the pillars supposed to be? I still am not that sure, but like this is the image that I illustrated when I first talked about the pillars. Um, well, first I'll have to there. That's how I illustrated them. So they are mighty big. Like that's a city. So I'm guessing you got my name right the first time. Impressive. Also, how involved are you on the Discord server? Love your art, by the way. I mean, I hop into the voice chat. I'd say quite frequently. Also give updates there and such. So I'd say I'm pretty involved. So yeah, I'm struggling to imagine how I can sort of illustrate that scope properly. Um, you know, I have to make the cities look tiny. Like that would be better. Had to leave. Did I miss anything? I don't think you did. I don't think you did. Yeah, like that. Hmm. Yeah, it does make the tower look quite a less grand, though. So the closer I get, the taller it looks. This means let's try to get like a really close shot. It's too close. A little too close. I'm not good with perspective, and this just looks like somebody fell on the ground. Is looking up. Yeah, I think this angle is good. I just have to change the size of the buildings, because the buildings make it look a little small. Or make the pillar look small. I'd say that works. And then we gotta make it ornate. Like a bunch of, different textures and What if two pillars connect underground? Question mark. Great theory. Okay, let's. Split. I don't have to split it. Oh, Adamas, thank you for the 10 euros. You're talking about the fact that the pillarmen also die while climbing. Would it be cool if they became part of the tower after they died, as if the tower absorbed them? That wouldn't make sense. Um, there's nothing about the towers that would absorb them, so no. Will you share your Inktober prompts? Well, yes. Hopefully gonna do it together. Like I'm gonna stream it and such, and put it on the server as well. I'm planning on making the page today, uh, just like ahead of time, and then I'll post it like on the day of Inktober. I'll probably post it a day early just because time zones. I don't want to mess someone up by like having it be posted like midway through their day. So I'd rather post it a day early and give people a jump start. That'll be fine. Uh, and then the classic, gotta get some like tiny birds flying around it, like in the screen. To show the scale. Birds are always good. How about wildlife on the pillars? Yes, there is. At Attila, I'm not on the Discord for now, at least. Well, it's in the About section on YouTube if you'd like to hop in. It's right there. New viewer here. Hello. Um, is the tower a city uh, or just a tall rite of passage in its world building? Well, the fun of the world building is that I'm not gonna tell you. Or there are different theories in the world of what people believe the towers to be. Varus, for example, they believe the towers to be a trial from their god, and they believe they were constructed for them to be conquered, to be climbed, and for it to be a trial to reach heaven. So that's why they climb the pillars. Um, Rom doesn't give a shit about the pillars. Like, they know it as a resource because the air around the pillars is quite mana rich, but other than that, they don't really think much about the pillars. Other people believe the pillars are holding up the sky, so they don't want to tamper with the pillars. You better leave them alone if your whole belief is around they literally hold up the sky. You don't want anything to fucking happen to them. So yeah, it depends who you ask in the world. Is there an exact answer for what's at the top? Nobody knows yet in the world. How many pillars are there? That's something they do know. There are 12 pillars. Um, like a 12-sided dice. Do you know Simon Stollenhag? Yeah, yeah. I love his work. It's really, really good. Um, love his work. The Electric State and the other one. I forgot the name. I'm not good with names, all right. At the top of just a really, really big flamingo standing on top. Yes. Um, you could be the first to have that theory. Why no one trying to dig down near pillars? Ram is. Ram is digging down near the pillars. I'm not going to tell you yet, though, because, well, still got to get to a video about that. Things from the flood. Oh, yeah, 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 that one, too. So, yeah, that's one shot. That off into the distance, and then some clouds. And I'll have to make sure to, like, have the clouds get smaller as it gets further away. Why is the sky red? I'm just using red. Like, I thought it was a nice color to pick. I didn't think of blue. Just for now, leave it red, you know? Okay. Um, Now the red is part of the pillar. Yes. Composition idea. Pillar covers the top of the page with the vanishing point down in the center of the canvas. Oh, like with a climber like here. Hmm. Maybe having it not line up with the edges would be good. Oh yeah, that is a good angle. I like that idea. Even if it's like not realistic or I mean, it's not that the angle isn't realistic. That makes sense. Like you can have that camera angle. What I'm talking about is I'm bad at perspective, so it might look off, but I think that's fine. And then like just showing a cityscape with farmland and stuff like that down below, and like the ornate pillars. It's gonna be really hard to. Gotta make the people smaller. It'll be very much atmospheric dependent to make sure. It's, yeah, perspective and scale are hard. It will be this image would be very dependent on like drawing the detail on the pillars just right, so it looks like it's like getting a lot smaller. You know, compared to up here. Otherwise, it would just look just very short. You put it in the fan art channel? Okay. Let me check. Oh, that is a good angle. That is a really good angle. The fuck? Let me try and get that. Thank you. Like that. And then the city underneath him. Have to go to sleep now, but I left the video of the Pillarman. Uh, have a good rest of the stream. Thank you. Scene. Take care. Have good sleep. Good night. But yeah, I like that. Oops, I think I drew on the wrong layer. Yep, that's fine. What are we working on? We're working on images of the pillarmen climbing the pillars because I'm going to send it to a musician I contacted, a Thai musician that's going to make music for the pillars and use it. I'll send it to him for him to use as inspiration. Let me just put it there. Just no reward? Huh? Did I miss anything? Also, don't leave on after you. What? Did I miss anything? Also, don't leave the stream on after you leave, please. Oh yeah, last time. Whoops. Yeah, last time I forgot to turn off the stream after leaving, but that's fine. They could just be huge cylinders that lead to heaven. Then the inside falls to hell. Good theory. Some need a top, some need a bottom. What? Wouldn't the pillarmen climb in grounds? In groups? Well, yes. Yes, they would climb in groups. Maybe over time this. Well, yeah, that's why I'm like drawing two climbers or something. But from these sorts of angles, it feels like only one climber can really be captured. No music in the background. Oh, yeah, I'm deciding to remove music from the streams because I might edit them into VODs, which it would be better to not have music for that case. I could obviously like record it simultaneously while streaming and have the recorded version not taken audio from the desktop, but I feel like just making the stream not have audio and then later on downloading the stream might be easier. I don't know. But yeah. Actually, this is my favorite shot out of the bunch. Thank you, man. Thank you, Hecatonchirus? Oh, nice. The 100-headed thing. Giants. Cool. That is a cool name. Hundred-handed? It's 100 arms, not 100 heads. Is it 10 heads? 50 heads. Ah, damn it. 50 head, 100 arms. Apparently it struggles a lot. Well, I don't even know how it's supposed to fit 80 heads and 100 arms on its body. You like this and the second one? Like this one? I like this one too, I think. Like these three, this one, two, and three. I think that's really good. Like a good spread, you know? You get one wide angle to see the scope of the pillars, and then you get and then you get another while trying to climb the pillars. Okay, let me color this one too. Draw 100 hands. Oh my god! Like in Thai mythology, there's so many creatures that I feel bad for the people that have to illustrate them. Um, Ramakien is like a um well it's an Indian thing, I think, but like we have our own like translated version of it. I don't think, or I don't know if any of the story details changed over um or changed in the translation, or like just over time maybe they differentiate, they're different from each other to a certain extent. That's what copy and paste is for. Yeah, but when it comes to the illustrations, I don't know if I'm biased, but I enjoy the Thai ones more than the Indian versions of the illustrations of the characters. Um, like Hanuman, the monkey guy. I like the way Thai people draw him a lot more. Design wise, like it has like a flow to it because of the Thai patterns that they use and stuff like that. But a lot of the characters in that story are a nightmare to draw. Well, specifically one of them, which is Elawan. Elawan is a elephant with 33 heads. Um, or in the story, it has 33 heads. And in a lot of illustrations of the elephant, a lot of people don't bother, obviously, and they just draw him with 3 heads. Um, or some actually do commit to the 33 heads, but it is a mess. Like, or it's a valiant effort, but it really sacrifices the actual image for the sake of authenticity, because then it's like an elephant body and then just a wall of 33 heads, like in rows, in 3 rows next to each other. It is silly. Um, but yeah, uh, I recently, or apparently Thai people are currently, or like a Thai studio is currently developing uh, a movie based on Ramakien, you know, but it's like a sci-fi version of Ramakien where instead of, you know, horses and chariots, it's spaceships and there's like people that transform into Hanuman like mech suits and stuff like that. And I thought that is a really cool concept, and there's a trailer of it, and I'd say, yeah, yeah, I don't know what that sound was. That first sound, yeah, I have no idea. It's a really cool concept, like sci-fi-ifying, even if that's even a word. Sci-fi-ifying mythology is cool, and I would say they did it well, but for me as an artist, I feel like they could have pushed it further. Like the coolest design in the trailer was Tosakan. Tosakan is the most powerful giant on Earth, or on that Earth. He has 10 arms and 10 heads, and he has like a really cool design. But then all of the other characters that are like angels and stuff like that, I feel like they like missed an opportunity with it. Can you link the trailer? Yeah, sure. I'll do that. But like the designs of them, if you like compare it to like traditional Thai art and how detailed and ornate the costumes of angels and any creature in that universe like is, the patterns and stuff like that they put into that is crazy. But then in the trailer, they're sort of just like they don't use any of the tie patterns. There's no tie patterns on any of the angels and shit like that. And I'm like, why? Like, why did you remove those? Like, I get trying to match the sci-fi, but like, if you get like an overly ornate sci-fi style, that would be gold. That would just be beautiful. Like, get sort of like an Azura's Wrath style sci-fi, you know? Like if they got like the Azura's Wrath style sci-fi where it's like ornate and crazy looking, that shit would be that would go so hard. Hold on. Let me try and find it for you. Okay, I think I can just show this on screen probably. We can look at it together cuz it's from 3 weeks ago. Just came out. Okay. Hold on. There, and then I can do no. Ah, here you go. Hello, say hello, everybody. You guys are on stream. Woo! Yippee! And I'm gonna click away before you get a chance to say hello. Okay. So, this is the trailer that I talked about. It's an animated thing. Um, yeah, by this studio.
ณจักรวาลอันไกลโพ้นมีตำนานที่ถูกเล่าขานสืบต่อมาเมื่อดวงจันทร์แห่งดาววนาราทั้งแปด
Like, it's starting good.
รบในตำนานผู้เป็น
There you go. I think that's Hanuman and like some other
จั
ones.
กรวาลจะปรากฏตัว
But like they got some stuff. Look, like there's the tie patterns going on inside. Yeah, yeah. There's some potential there.
ที่มีชื่อว่า
There you go. Fucking coming in like Darth Vader himself. Look at this fucking guy. That's Tosakan. That guy's cool. That's the only cool guy who was like, I was like, fuck yes. That's a good design right there. You know? But then, oh, what do you need from me? Like, look at that fucking guy. But okay, now let's skip to the angels, which I'm just a little disappointed by. Hold on. Where are the angels? No. There. What the fuck is that? What is that? Like, there's none of the tie patterns. That's like there is like yeah, it's the general shape of it, like the tie sort of ornate it it has the shoulder pads and like the sort of decorative like bands coming across and stuff like that, but none of the patterns on it. Like, why didn't you just add tie patterns? That would have made it so much better. And then we go to fucking Tosakan, who is the most badass fucking like look at King Guy. Like, yo, you missed the mark so hard. That's Tosakan, and then you make the other guys look like fucking Ken dolls? Like, come on. I'm sad that they didn't capture the energy of what he just said, by the way, because the English translation just says die, but like that's not the Thai word for die. You know, that's like more elaborate than just die. That is like fucking disintegrate and stop existing. Like that is the Zhongdap soon. Like that is a badass word to say as well. Instead of, die. But yeah, very I like the design of Tosakan a lot, but the it's a shame that the other characters don't follow suit. Um yeah, like cease to exist. That's sort of the vibe that of what he said. Perish is better. Yeah, perish would fit better with what he said. But yeah, hold on. Let me get some uh let me get some images of Erawan, the elephant. Oh, that's also something that I was going to talk about. Erawan, you know the giant three-headed elephant that I talked about with the 30 heads. Um, it is like in the story of Lamakian, the elephant was so fucking big and so grandiose or grandiose and like imposing that like its stomping nearly broke the world. Like it nearly broke the world. And then in this trailer, I'm not gonna flip over again because I don't want to bother. It has Erawan in it. Like it is a giant mech elephant, but it's like the size of like it ain't that big, and it only has 3 heads. Which, yeah, I get it, but like also the level of ornateness. Hold on, I gotta complain about this. Where's Erawan? There you go. Here's elephant guy. Um, where did I just put him? There. That's the elephant right there. That's Erawan. The elephant that almost break the earth. That's like incredibly ornate. It has 7 tusks per head. On every head, there's 7 pawns. On every pawn, there's 7 flowers. In every flower, there's 7 goddesses. And every goddess has 7 dancers around them. That's the description of in the story, and that's what we get. Just a little elephant guy who's like, yeah, that's some spaceships. He's big, but like not like from what I was imagining in my head, it doesn't match that scope. 7 seems to be a special number for them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big does not equal grand. Yeah, because it is a big in scale, but in detail, it doesn't feel big, right? Like you can see how large the panels of each of these pieces are, and like the nose or the trunk, the trunk and such. Like it doesn't feel big, even though it is big. You know, it needs to be more ornate than that. It's a toy ship. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Bit of a shame, but I I bet it'll still be a cool show amongst kids probably. Like kids will watch it and fucking go nuts. Be like, "Oh my god." I mean, okay. Uh having it be a show or like a movie though is a really neat thing because then you can get kids more into like mythology and stuff like that. Cuz it is like the story like Ramakien is taught in school. Like it is quite a major thing you get taught about in Thai mythology and stories and stuff like that. Like that definitely comes up. So like having a movie that shows that is quite neat. But yeah, hold on. Mr. Simon Monster Garden. Are there fairies in the world of the Monster Garden? Not sure yet. You guys teach mythology a lot at school? Well, it's not. It's a part of the Thai subject. You know, when you like learn about stories and poems and stuff like that, then the story you learn is Lamakian, because it's like that classic sort of um, prose edda or something. Like the whole thing's a poem. There's a translated version where the story is actually readable by mortals like me. But then there's a version where 7 is apparently unlucky in Thailand. Well, I think that's the point. Like it's the war elephant for the giants, like the yak, the bad guys. So it makes sense if it's 7. Or maybe I misunderstood the number. Maybe it's the wrong number. Hold on. Yeah, I'm correct. There. This god is known as Erawan in Sanskrit, as Erawan in Bali, and as Eripapat or whatever. Okay, according to the god Erawan is huge, white, and has 33 heads. Each head bears 7 tusks. From each tusk, there are 7 lotus ponds. Each pond has 7 lotus pads. Each pad has 7 lotus blossoms, and each blossom has 7 petals. On each petal dances 7 angels. Each angel has 7 ladies in waiting, so like dancers. So altogether, the god Erawan has 33 heads, 231 tusks, 1,617 pawns, 11,319 lotus pads, 79,233 lotus blossoms, 554,331 lotus petals, 3,882,417 angels, and 27,176,919 ladies dancing around them. So you know what scale that is? Like you get now why that elephant in the show is so I missed a few steps as well. It wasn't just 7 flowers and 7 pods. It was 7 groups of flowers with 7 petals each. So like it the scale is incredible on that thing. That's why it gets my imagination going so much, because the description just tells you how enormous and how grand and impossible this thing is. And then to see it as a 3-headed toy elephant floating in space with some people shooting it ain't right. It doesn't feel right to me. Yeah, the main duty of Erawan, the elephant god, is to serve as Indra's mount in his travels to different locations in the heavens on earth, where he observes the various fortunes of mankind. Erawan is in particular associated with the East and the Sun's care for the part of the world. Yeah, my remembering of the mythology might be a little shoddy, because I've like not reread it in ages, so it's just like echoing in my head. Probably a lot of details wrong, but I still have the mental image that. And I thought regular theology was confusing. But yeah, like there's a lot of things in the story that are like of that sort of crazy scale, which I just love. Like, yes, I like worlds that are realistic to a certain extent. But like if realism prevents the cool factor, like if realism prevents that sort of thing from being a thing, I don't like realism, because then it sort of loses the point of fantasy. So when fantasy goes all out and like, because if we focus too much on realism, then somebody's gonna go, well, that doesn't make sense. An elephant can't have 33 heads. It would be way too heavy for its body. And then you just don't have that thing in the world, and you just remove it, and it becomes like, if at that point, make a realistic world and just don't call it fantasy. Like, you have to suspend your disbelief to a certain extent to accept that sort of fantasy. And if it's for that cool of a thing, like a giant elephant with 33 heads, I am totally fine with suspending disbelief as much as I want, or as much as you'd like me to, because that is just cool, you know? So I'm trying to go with the same sort of idea with my world as well, with the suspension of disbelief, because like some things in the world don't make sense. Obviously, there are things that just, it's like, well, that wouldn't actually work. But yeah, it's a world with magic and giant pillars and people climbing the pillars and like people making giant drills to dig down to the center of the earth. Like, to a certain degree, you just have to go like, whatever. It doesn't make sense. Who cares? And it shot infinity. 33 heads by creating a dizzying movement illusion type thing, essentially with the ornate decoration catching a light, making the viewer dizzy and seeing double. Yeah, that could be a case. Or like, I was thinking like having it revolve, like, because okay, the I have tried to do this before, which is I had this sort of urge to take that mythology and turn it into actual like designs that I just wanted to draw. Like, I wanted to draw all of those uh creatures and characters from that story into like automatons, just to like challenge myself. And I only got to one of them before not continuing, but I would love to like try and draw it a one. Like that would be an incredible challenge to try and accomplish. I Okay, one person I think managed to draw Irawan well. Like, I've seen one illustration of him, that I thought, like, yes, this gets the scope across. You know what they did? They used that thing where you can make a diorama drawing where you can look around, and they place the camera on a point on its tusk where you can see the petals and the dancers, but then if you look around you can see these heads spanning off into the distance. I'm gonna try to find that, actually, because if I can find that, that'll be great. Well, if I can find it, that's the problem. Because it was like ages ago on Facebook. Out of all places, it's on Facebook. Maybe I can find it on Facebook, actually. Hold on. Facebook, really? Hey, Thailand still uses Facebook, all right? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. This place still uses it. Photo type, photos you've seen. No. Why? What would it be described by? No, that's just the statue. Oh shit. I think I found it. Yep. I found it. I found it. Hold on. I'm gonna turn on screen share again so you can look at it. Because on Facebook maybe some of you can't access it. But this is the only drawing that I feel like captures Irawan quite well. Okay, here. Look at this. It's a diorama drawing on Facebook, and it has all of the heads around, and on, you know, you can look on the tusks, and the tusks have the angels and stuff like that on them. And you look here, and there's like the kingdom they're fighting against. There's uh Tosakan, I think that's Tosakan, and then the guy he's fighting against on his bull. And like this is, look, and then you can look to the side and there's all the heads like spanning to the side. This is the scope that I was imagining, you know? How long did this take? I have no idea. I have no idea how long this took for them to do, but it is completely worth it. I don't know why this is not like a more known artwork, as it is just incredible. I don't you know, it completely captures the scope that I was hoping for. But yeah, anyway. Yeah. What was I gonna talk about? Right, I was gonna capture um the characters once, and the only one I got done with was Hanuman. Okay, let me. I'll look for it. Okay, here, this guy. This is the only one I got done with. I really enjoyed drawing him, but I just didn't continue the project. Uh, Here, like the colors I just slapped on for the sake of something, but they're not actually final. Uh, but here, like that's the monkey guy, and I tried to have all of the joints and stuff make sense, but I'm not that good at mechanical designs and stuff. But yeah, it was really fun to try and match the pattern onto a wrinkled surface of the pants. So like the pattern, you know, crinkles up in all the folds and such. It's not just flat. Um, and then like the decorative, you know, bands that all of the tie things have. I like those a lot. I'll definitely incorporate those into the Pillarman as well. But yeah, the face I still have to, you know, this looks quite off. It has to have this sort of decorative patterns on it, and I'm using that in the Pillarman as well. If you didn't see, like there, I'm still gonna like make their faces different. Of course, I still need to work on it a lot, but they have also this like red and blue, maybe some green probably patterns on the metal. Do the Pillarmen have monkey? No, that's not a banana. It's a weird dagger that I saw in like a bunch of the art there. It got like some sort of dagger. And I love the performances they do as well, because the performances try to mimic the impossible poses that the artworks normally depict. Because the artworks are like quite two dimensional, so like everything's like very splayed out, which means like they end up standing like this a lot, and I like that. It's a very readable pose, you know, for performance and stuff. And I think I made like quite a smart connection with that idea of like the weird splayed out pose, because the Pillarmen, who are inspired by Thai art, when they're climbing, of course they do have that weird sort of pose. When climbers climb, they have that sort of splayed out, like, you know, climbing poses, which would influence the art that depicts the climbers in that sort of flat Thai style. So it perfectly fits, I think. Um, and like in performances that depict the journey of climbing and stuff like that, that Varus might be having, they would like mimic those poses, and they'd work perfectly fine on stage because those are the climbing poses, you know? So maybe it's like some sort of dance performance that incorporates poses that are like the climbers climbing the pillars and stuff. It'd be fun to have that sort of stuff. Anyway, we've gone way off track. I'm glad though we got like 3 images ideas that are quite good, I think. Yeah. I think that'll be enough for this stream, by the way. I gotta head off soon. sorry once again. Because it seems like a common theme on the streams is that we don't get to draw much, and I just end up talking. But I hope it was worth it either way. Um, I need I need one more shot to show the scale of the base camp pathway up the tower. Hmm. Like right at the base of the tower going up. Yeah, that might be good. Because it sort of just cuts from a faraway shot and then right up close to the climbers. And it'd be good to have one that's like right next to the towers looking up, but like that'd be hard to do, like how that would look. But yeah, I would like to know what kind of video would you like to do for a collab. What kind of video I'd like to do? I mean, the thing is, I'm not good with collabs, right? So like, I don't know what kind of video would justify a collab, but I'm sort of up for anything. An idea that I've had, and that might be interesting for like a collab, is I see a lot of musician YouTube channels do this, or also like game dev YouTubers do this thing where they get four people to use the same thing or the same reference or something, and then see how all four of them come up with something differently out of that thing. Like music channels would use a sound, and then they would, like they use this sound and make music out of it, and then the four artists would like do their own thing. Yeah, like a prompt. There you go. That's the word I was forgetting. They'd get a prompt, and then they'd make like awesome tracks out of it. Um, the music one is from it's from Andrew Juan. That's the guy. Oh, Adamas, thank you for the 10 euros again. Finally, Doni for the stream. Love to watch the process if they were all really interested. Topic of the Pillarman. Love everyone in this community. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that, and thank you for the euros and the kind words. Appreciate it a lot. Yeah, Andrew Huang. He did the Four Producers Challenge thing, and then like another channel for the that does like games or game game dev. They did it as well with four game makers, but that'd be neat. I just repeated myself so many times, but yeah, that would be neat. Something like that. Get four artists and have them get like one prompt and see how far they can push it. Maybe that would be an interesting thing to do, but obviously that would require me knowing four people, which is very much unlikely. I yeah, like that's very much unlikely that I'd get to talk to four people like that have YouTube channels or something. Yeah, it'd be fun to do it with the community. I guess that would count as a collab as well. Get a prompt and then everybody draw something and then we go through it in a video. Like, hey, this is how, this is what everybody thought. Never say never. Oh my god, you just gave me flashbacks to fucking tree armor guy. Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, is he still in here? Is Tree Lancer still in here? It'd be nice to work with him. I like his stuff a lot. I'd throw my hat into the ring. Yeah, because the thing I like about those is not just the artwork that came out of it, but also when the artist like shares their process of it, because then you sort of get a window into their way of thinking. So in Miscast, Miscast does like the Monster Bash thing where everybody like randomizes monsters. I like the part of the video where like they call each other and like show it off, but they also like explain it a little bit. They're like, oh, I thought this word and I interpreted in this way, so that's why the character has this on it, dot dot dot, you know, like that sort of thing. Like instead of just showing the art, I like the process behind it. So like how would we do that if it was like a uh if it was like using the community, you know, getting the community involved in it. I guess we could make a channel for that and um have it so you should give a short description of how you went about doing it. Or maybe we could just show it off in a, like, we can call each other in like a giant group call and just have everybody show it off one by one. That could be interesting. I don't know how much chaos that would be. Um, that might be a little too much to manage. Final question, Simon. Are you a what? Michael Kirkbride fan? Your work reminds me of his. I gotta search that up because I don't remember names well. Michael Kirk. No, no, I don't recognize this work at all, which might be blasphemy. I don't know if it is, but I'm sorry. I don't recognize this at all. You can choose like 5 people every time and make a call. Yeah, that would be more feasible if I do like 5 people per time and then record it and then edit it. Oh, that'd be a long video, wouldn't it? It'd be a nice video though. It's long. Be nice to have some longer videos. Hmm. I'll think about what I can do. But for now, let's end the stream. And then I'll work on the Inktober thing. And then after that, what do I do? Rough out a page of the book. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream.